Hi everybody, Steve Halley here with the Family Peace Initiative, and welcome to the April edition of the Facilitators Tool Chest blog. Today I want to talk with you a little bit about core beliefs and the shadow message and the golden shadow message. Brene Brown talks about, once we believe that we are enough, that we're kinder to ourselves and to others. We all understand that beliefs drive this ship, right? And what we're afraid of and what we think we are, what we think we should be, what we don't think we are, all play a big factor in our behavior. Right? In battery intervention classes, right, we're after addressing finding beliefs. And at the Family Peace Initiative, we think that the beliefs are like the motor that runs the car. Without the belief, the car doesn't go anywhere. Without the belief, then our behavior changes. And I have to tell you that I'm not a mechanic. When I use the analogy of the car, if I lift up the hood of a car, I see spaghetti. I just see, oh my gosh, what's going on in there? And that is a great analogy for people's beliefs. Many times people come into our programs and they're not even aware of what they believe about themselves and about the world. They are just operating. They are just driving the car wherever the car takes them, and they're not sure how and why and where they got to where they have arrived. Well, one of the things that I have seen in battery intervention programs over the course of the years is that people think that certain things are core beliefs when in reality they really aren't core beliefs. They're just kind of layered down the ladder toward the core beliefs. But if we think about them as the core beliefs, we're kind of missing opportunities, golden opportunities to help people learn more about themselves. So for example, some of the beliefs that we try to deal with commonly in battery intervention is, I'm the man, what I say goes, I'm the king of the castle, it's my way or the highway. Right? I'm sure if you worked in battery intervention for any length of time, right, you've heard those beliefs. Well, I want you to know that those are very important beliefs to be addressing in class, but they're actually doorways to our core beliefs. And one of the ways that you can get to the doorway of these core beliefs is by asking, well, what if that's not true, right? So for example, if someone believes it's my way or the highway, then we say, well, great. So if it's not your way, what does that say about you? Because that belief of my way or the highway is only supporting a certain part of myself that I want people to see so that I feel better about myself, so that I stay soothed, my neurobiology stays calm. And so we've got to get past the my way or the highway to get to the next belief below that. And in this situation, my way or the highway, we just ask, so if you don't get your way, then what does that say about you? And they will tell you that I'm weak, I'm soft, I'm less of a man, I'm nothing. Thanks. Now we're getting down to the bottom of the barrel here. But we need to be able to sort out where that came from, because what happens is that we're so afraid of our core beliefs that we give these beliefs away to others. Literally, we describe it like handing off a football. I don't want to feel worthless, so I'm going to make you feel worthless. We give away our core beliefs that we do not want to be responsible for, that we do not want to be connected with. We give them away to our partners. And if we don't get down to those core beliefs and be talking about how I'm just giving a part of myself that I don't like about me and giving it away to others, then we're really kind of shortchanging the intervention strategies. And if you can, in your work, recognize there's so many opportunities to help people get to, oh, what would it say about you if it wasn't all about you, if it wasn't your way or the highway, if you weren't the king of the castle, maybe your partner was the queen of the castle instead of the king, what would it say about you? Oh, I'd be inferior, I'd be weak, I'd be nothing. Right? That comes from historical trauma in our lives of people saying, I feel weak and helpless when I'm 6 years old, and I never want to feel weak and helpless again. So it's going to be my way or the highway. I'm going to be in charge, and somebody else is going to be weak. I'm going to give those feelings away to others, just like a football. But the really cool thing that I want you to think about, and I've talked in different posts on Aquila and different conversations here about the enlightened witness, the people who loved us for no other reason than we were us, right? We didn't have to earn it. We didn't have to deserve it. People just saw something in us that we maybe had trouble seeing in ourselves. I think of Dr. Lentz when I was growing up, and Mrs. Jones and Father Camillus, and I'm very lucky to have a number of people who, for all practical purposes, loved me only because I was Steve and not because of any other reason. The message that they gave me is that I'm okay, that I'm special, that I'm not better than anybody else. I don't have to be better than anybody else, but I'm not less than. I'm okay. I'm special in my own right. And I got that message loud and clear from people who didn't have to give it to me, but people who saw something in me that I was having trouble seeing in myself. And that golden shadow message is a core belief that is buried underneath our shadow message, right? It's buried underneath because it's hard for us to accept it. It's hard for us to consider that it might be true. And when we connect people in our group rooms with the battle between their shadow message of they're not good enough, they're inferior, they're inadequate, given to them by cruelty, because people who didn't know or couldn't do better, with their golden shadow message of you're special, you're loved, you're worthy, you're somebody, given to them by people that didn't have to give it to them, but just simply saw something in them that maybe at the time we couldn't see in ourselves. Now the lifetime struggle is, which belief are we going to live out of? My shadow message or my golden shadow message? And what people will say when they start exploring their golden shadow message, they will tell us, if I just believe that to be true, if I just believe Dr. Lentz or Mrs. Jones or the people who loved me in my life, everything changes. The pressure's off. I don't have to be better than other people. I don't have to put all this pressure on me. I don't have to be excelling in order to be okay. I can be okay just as I am. And that's a powerful intervention in Battering Intervention Services. We started plugging in the golden shadow message and the shadow message. Our conversations started to change. They will in your groups too. Pursue the core beliefs. Pursue beyond the I think I'm the man, that I think I'm superior, that she's inferior. Pursue beyond that. What if you're not? What if you're not in charge? What would it say about you? Where did that come from first? And if that's not even true, what would be more true about you? You'll have new conversations in your rooms. So thank you guys so much. Email me if you have questions or comments. We offer trainings on this with our Facilitator Training Series. It is driven by how to access the shadow message and use the golden shadow message. I'm pretty sure the golden shadow message is one of the untapped gold mines in work to end cruelty. I would encourage you to learn about it. So thanks. See you soon.